Pero Ariel fue primero, perdón.
But Ariel was the first one.
And were they walking over to that area?
Sí.
Yes.
Nobody, and when I mean nobody, Ariel, Ernesto, and Sergio, they didn't run over to help Nick, right?
No, yo no vi ninguno correr.
No, I didn't see anybody running.
Did you see Nick in trouble, or did you just hear that he was in trouble?
Yo escuché que él estaba en problemas.
I heard that he was in trouble.
And I think you said that you saw Nick walking back toward your group. Is that right?
Yes.
And when he's walking back toward your group, you saw him kind of go over to the edge of the river bank. Is that right?
Sí.
Yes.
And if you can tell us about how far away were you from that riverbank area that you saw Nick walk over to?
Era como de aquí a la puerta.
It was like from here to the door.
Lo que tiene el río de ancho.
The width of the river.
And when you saw him walk over to that area, I saw you make a motion with your hand, kind of like pushing it out in front of you. Is that fair?
Sí.
Yes.
Okay. So and I think you said in your statement to police that you believe he was discarding something.
Él tiró algo, fue mi palabra.
Yeah, he threw something out there. That was what I said.
And when he threw, you don't know what he threw, is that right?
No sé.
No, I don't know.
But the way and manner in which he threw it was the manner that I'm showing you right now, kind of, and he moves his hand away from his body, kind of like that.
Correcto.
Correct.
Did you see Mr. Miu walk over after he discarded this object? Did you see him walk over to the object, or did he head back toward your group?
Se dirigió al grupo de nosotros.
He walked toward the group, to our group.
Okay. And I think you told police that when he walked back to your group, he appeared white and pale. Is that right?
Sí.
Yes.
He really wasn't talking. Is that right?
Él dijo que le quitaron la navaja.
He said they took away the knife.
Is that the only thing that he said to you?
Y que se iba a ir para los árboles atrás de nosotros.
And that he was going to go by the trees behind us.
Now, when you talked to the police, you never told the police that Mr. Miu was looking to go into the tree area. Is that true?
Cuando usted me dice que yo hablé con la policía, ¿fue cuando salimos del río o cuando ellos llegaron a mi casa a hablar conmigo?
When you say that I didn't say that when I talked to the police, are you talking about the time I talked to the police by the river, or when they went to see me at my home?
When they went to your home, they sat with you for a while and spoke to you. Is that right?
Sí.
Yes.
And they were asking you questions about what you saw and what you heard, right?
Sí.
Yes.
They were asking you details about what Nick Miu did that day, right?
Sí.
Yes.
And during this interview that you gave with police, you never mentioned to the police that Mr. Miu wanted to walk into the area by the trees.
Honestamente, no lo recuerdo en ese momento si yo lo dije.
I honestly don't remember if I said that at that moment.
So you don't have a recollection, a memory of whether you told that to the police or not. Is that fair?
No, no recuerdo.
No, I don't remember.
Had Nick previously that day gone into the woods to go to the bathroom?
No que yo viera.
No, I didn't see that.
You described to the police when Nick came back to your group, you described him as being looking scared. Is that fair?
Correcto.
Correct.
And you knew that Nick had a knife with him that day. Is that right?
Sí,
Yes.
And you knew he had the knife to cut the rope on the tubes. That's why he had brought it. Is that right?
sí, cierto.
Yes, that's true.
Is it fair, you told your group, people in your group to call 911. Is that right?
No recuerdo.
I don't remember.
Your group stayed at that location for some time. Is that true?
Sí,
Yes.
Did you see Nick? Nick didn't run up into the woods. True?
no,
No.
He sat in his tube. Is that right?
sí.
Yes.
How long do you think your group sat there before moving on?
No sé. No podría decir un tiempo.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you, well, how much time we were there.
You had mentioned that you wanted to move where you were sitting in your tube. Is that true?
Sí,
And
Yes.
I think you mentioned to the police that you wanted to move in your tube because you were concerned or afraid of the situation. Is that right?
sí.
Yes.
It wasn't anything that Nick had said or done to you that made you want to move, right?
No, nada de eso.
No, nothing like that.
Do you remember whether or not Nick Miu had his phone with him during that time?
No,
No.
Terrible question. You don't. Did he or did he not have his phone, or don't you remember?
no recuerdo. No tengo una memoria como específica de eso, muy vago.
I don't remember. I don't have a clear recollection of that in my memory, yeah.
When Nick came back to the tubes, I think you said it became quiet.
Sí.
Yes.
No one was really talking.
No.
No.
Tatiana decía como, algo pasó, ¿qué habrá pasado?
May I ask for a repetition of the...
Solamente Tatiana decía, algo pasó, ¿qué será lo que ha pasado? Pero nada más.
Tatiana was the only one who said something happened, but nothing else. Something must have happened.
Did Nick appear? Nick appeared to be in shock, right?
Sí.
Yes.
When Nick came back to your tubes, did he just sit in the tube?
Sí, que yo recuerde, sí.
Yes, as far as I remember, yes.
You didn't see him run away from the tubes and try to get away from you guys, is that right?
No.
No.
And you were with a gentleman, if you know, by the name of Eric. Is that right? He was with your group?
Sí, andaba un muchacho ahí, pero no lo conozco.
Yes, there was a guy there, but I didn't know him.
Is it okay? Ms. Costanza, do you remember seeing this gentleman
Sí,
with your group?
Yes.
sí.
Yes.
And that's Eric Von Williams. I don't know if you know his name.
Sí, recuerdo el nombre cuando me lo presentaron.
Yes, I remember the name when they introduced us.
And Mr. Von Williams went over to at least try to render aid or help. Is that right? Do you remember that?
No, yo no vi el momento que él caminó hacia, no sé. Si
I didn't see him walking at that. I didn't see when he was walking.
Did you see the number of people that were in the other groups?
eran varias personas, pero no puse atención cuántas eran.
There were several people there, but I didn't pay attention on the number of people.
But you believe that Nick was the only member of your group from over there, right?
Sí.
Yes.
I don't even have other questions.
Mr. Anderson, do you have more questions?
Yes. So were you the only one who saw Nick throw something?
Nunca he hablado con los del grupo de esto. No sé si ellos miraron.
I never talked to the group about that. I don't know if they saw that.
Did you know that was important information to tell police?
Bueno, sí.
Well, yes.
When Nick came back, do you know if the look was shock or fear or something else?
I'm in shock.
Like in shock?
And when you're leaving, you specifically did not want to sit by Nicolae because you were afraid to sit close to him, right?
Sí.
Yes.
Nothing else.
Mr. Trofisi?
You didn't know what happened, is that fair?